Hi, everyone. Great to see you. My name is Kellie DeMarco. I'm a media relations specialist in California, formerly a news anchor on NBC in Sacramento. I also have the honor of working with the Alliance for People with Disabilities to help bring their stories to the forefront, not just in our communities, but also in front of lawmakers. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to dive into some of the issues they're facing, some of the successes, and some of the challenges that they're facing, especially during the coronavirus pandemic. And joining me today is the president and CEO of Bakersfield ARC, Shawn Kennemer. Shawn has 30 years experience working with people with disabilities. He's helped design and develop and put these programs together. So thank you so much for joining me today, Shawn.
Well, thank you for having me.
Talk a little bit about what you do. First of all, thank you for all you do. This is not an easy job, especially over 30 years.
I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. So I started as a teenager doing summer camps and just worked my way through the system up to becoming a president of a major organization. So just could not imagine doing anything else. It's what I was made for.
So this organization, this is the largest service provider in Kern County, and you provide a lot of essential job training, employment, and support for your consumers. How has COVID-19 affected what you guys do day to day?
Well, so we right now our individuals are still employed out on our contracts with the government contracts. So at the Department of Water Resources, doing the rest stop areas, we're still doing those contracts. But we've had to send from our campus sites about 100 employees and then about 150 client employees. We've told them to stay home because we could not meet the social distancing guidelines being on campus. So that has really drawn some stress with our clients that we're having. Our employees are doing the best and trying to make sure we're still connecting with the clients that are sitting at home. So we're trying to do things differently. And we made the decision early on that as long as the funding from the state kept coming for the program being shut, we would continue paying our staff. And then we also, the clients that are not working right now, we decided that we would pay them their salary as well. So
I imagine that's not easy to do, and especially with a system that's already severely underfunded. I mean, the disabilities community, according to a state audit, is 1.4 billion underfunded, and that was before COVID.
yeah. So even before COVID, 1.4 billion with, more individuals being added to the system every year. We've been creative from, for the last 15 years in this system, with budget shortfalls and no rate increases to speak of. I mean, we get a few here and there, but it wasn't what the system needed. So yeah, the state's own budget said, our own analyst said $1.4 billion underfunded. And that was as of 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's trying even before this, and so as we come back, as we look at how post-COVID happens, we're going to be asked to do new and different things and that costs money. So we're already underfunded, but we're going to have to learn how to do it differently on smaller scales, on less groups to staff to client ratios. That all costs money. So we're really needing some assistance coming back, just to provide those same types of services we're providing prior to this pandemic.
And you talk about services, but these are really life services for these individuals who depend on you. I mean, you have even workers out there right now on these essential jobs out in the forefront. What kind of jobs are they doing right now, and how are you helping them get through this just kind of uneasy time?
Yeah. So our jobs that are currently going with their coach and their clients. So we're maintaining the Tejon rest stop, was one of the busiest rest stops in California. It's the Tejon Pass,
Mm-hmm.
between the Central Valley and Los Angeles. Imagine all the truck drivers that have to use that rest stop because nothing else is open. So we made the decision that we're going to continue to clean that and staff that and maintain that so that we keep those open. The water resources contracts that our clients are doing and servicing, those are the pumping stations up and down the California aqueduct that we're essential to maintaining their operations to keep that water flowing as well. So, it's the contracts like that and the clients that are out there working day to day, so we're trying to protect our staff and clients. They all put on masks and gloves when they get in the van. We take temperatures before they get in the van, and they drive for that 45 minutes to an hour each way, and so we're just trying to stay safe.
Trying to do what you do. It's, over 30 years, I'm sure you've seen a lot. You should be really proud of the work that you're doing, and seeing your men and women out there continuing to do this with probably not a lot of understanding and grasping of what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, the hardest thing is when I have meetings, and so we have weekly meetings on our go-to meetings or Zoom with our clients and staff so that they can ask questions.
Yeah.
It's very heart-wrenching when the clients, even though they're getting paid to stay at home, they're not understanding that it's for their health and safety that we're asked, they're being asked to stay at home even without a paycheck. This is their whole world. Work is their world. And so they don't care about the paycheck, they just want to work.
Yeah, I
And
bet.
so this is, imagine being stuck at home without the resources or the ability to connect with your family members or your friends, everybody that this is their world at work, is their friends and their peers. And so they can't interact with those individuals, and it's really hard for them. So.
Well, thank you for all you do. You're really making a difference in our community. And the goal of this is just to let people know that there are just people like you who are working tirelessly to help these individuals, and you are not forgotten. So we want to get you all the help that you can possibly need, get through this crisis and beyond.
I could just say I have the easy job being the president and CEO. It's my staff that, even the ones that are asked to stay at home, that do the remarkable job day in and day out, the direct support professionals. They're the heroes here. I was one of them coming up through the system. So I know that, I have the easiest job. So all the direct support professionals throughout California, they're the superheroes. And they're asked to do it at a rate that nobody would say that would be acceptable, and they do it day in and day out. So I applaud their efforts.
Me too. Love that. Shawn Kennemer, CEO of Bakersfield ARC. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, take care.
Uh-huh.